Physics Blender. I love 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 Physics Blender. Subscribe for more videos.
Hello everyone, welcome to Physics Blender e-learning platform. Still, we are discussing sound waves and we are checking some questions. You have classwork, paper 3 for core candidates. Okay, we are checking now question 6. We have two students A and B. Before reading this question, you should read the question carefully and imagine that you have a story, and you have to identify, especially in sound questions, that you have sound source and maybe you have an obstacle or you have a barrier where the sound will be reflected. So you should identify which reflector you have here we are talking about. Okay, you should also identify the persons, if like this question, person A, he is the person carrying out the experiment or making a loud sound, and which person, if they have the timer or they will record the time and so on. Okay, so number one, you have to identify that you have here the sound source and you have here the school wall. The wall here, like the cliff, like if you have a mountain or whatever, the reflector or the barrier usually should be flat, should be large, and should be smooth as possible, so they can obtain clear echo. Back to our question. Student here, student A makes a loud sound, and after a short time they can listen or they can hear the sound again. Why? Due to reflection of sound. Sound traveled from this source to the wall and reflected back. This reflection of sound is called echo. Repetition of sound due to reflection is the definition of echo. So what causes this second sound? You will say echo as the sound is reflected. Underline the phrases that correctly complete the sentence. Okay, I would like to tell you important fact. This fact is, I will write it in different color, that an echo is quieter than the original sound. Okay, we have two reasons. The first reason, sound travel longer distance. During traveling, okay, as if you have a person, he is talking to you and he is at a longer distance, so the sound is quieter. Okay, if he is nearer, you will hear this sound. It will be more clear and maybe louder. So the distance is very important. Number two, here, when the sound is hitting the reflector, the barrier, the wall, what happens? Maybe some of the energy, because sound is energy, sound waves carrying energy. So the energy may be absorbed by the wall. That's why I told you to obtain clear echo, the reflector, the barrier should be flat, large, and smooth. That's why usually the reflection, after reflection, echo is quieter than the original sound. So the second sound here is quieter, and you know that if the sound is quieter, this is related to amplitude, so it means the amplitude is changed. The last part in the question, the time between the two sounds, the first one and the echo, is 3 seconds. What is the suggest the instrument that student B used to measure the time. As we said earlier in question 1, we are using stopwatch to measure time. Use the measurements to calculate the speed of sound. Which measurements we need to calculate the speed of sound? Speed is equal to distance over, or distance divided by time. So the speed of sound, and here we are measuring speed of sound in air to check our final answer. Is it realistic or not? Okay, I will use the equation 2 times distance from the wall or cliff or whatever divided by echo time. When you substitute, so you have the distance from the wall is given in the diagram, which is 480. Okay, and you have here time 3 seconds. Check units are consistent. Okay, the answer will be 320, and the unit is given already. Again, guys, you have 3 marks. So show your working, write down equation, substitute, find the result. If the unit is not mentioned, you have to write down the unit. Okay, this answer, is it realistic? Yes, it's realistic, because you know already the range. You can estimate the numerical value of speed of sound in air, which is 330, approximately 350 meter per second. So your answer is realistic. Is it clear?
Subscribe for more videos. I love Physics Blender. I love Physics Blender. I love Physics Blender.